Hi guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel Reiki Zen. How we doing? I hope we're all well. Today is a good day to talk about crystals. The power of crystals, how we use crystals, connecting, charging, and programming crystals. So that's what today's video is going to be about pretty much. A friend of mine recently messaged me, and she is also a Reiki master, and she got in touch with regards to her collection of crystals and how she's feeling drawn to use them for various purposes. So I've written down a question briefly from the text message that she sent me, but this is for you, Elaine, but it also may apply or help anyone that wants to know a little bit more about crystals and how to connect with them on a deeper level, and to be able to charge them with your own energy and your own intention. So Elaine says, as you know, I have quite a lot of crystals collected over the years, bought with the intent to use them to help certain things. I don't know how to charge them with my intention. Can you give intention to a group of crystals for the same thing, or is it best to do each crystal separately? What should I do before, during, and after meditating with them? And what crystal works well with what? So what crystal works well with what? So I'm guessing by that you mean which crystal works best with the various energies within the body. So when I'm doing distant energy healing, I tend to use crystals that either, it goes one of two ways, either correlates to the colour of that chakra, or what I do now is what I intuitively feel needs to be used for that person, for that chakra. So if we look at something like the root chakra, which is usually depicted red, a vibrant bright red colour, I will usually use a red jasper for that chakra. However, I have also been known to use an obsidian, which is black. I've also been known to use a lava stone, which is black, or a black onyx, which is obviously black, and these all have grounding, cleansing, purifying effects to the aura, to the person, and to that chakra. And when I'm doing the distant energy and I'm placing these crystals over my human form diagram, and I'm sending my intention through my energy, through the Reiki, through by channeling the beautiful life force energy through me out of my hands into these crystals with the intention of going to that person to serve them for their highest purpose at that moment in time, it really has a powerful effect. And it also is really kind of, it blows your mind really, that the effect that it has, that you are putting crystals on a diagram of a piece of paper with the intention of sending it to such and such a person. You'll have their name, you may have a picture of them, and you're sending these crystals, this energy through these crystals to them, and they receive it. Like, how amazing is that? How absolutely astounding and powerful is that? So just that sheer act alone of that intention of doing that and having that effect on someone that could be on the other side of the world, in a different time zone. You may have done it as a time distance session, so it may be 10 o'clock in the morning for you, but you're doing it for them 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in America, and it works. So like, wow, the power of intention is amazing. And this intention is an energy. Everything is an energy. So this intention that we use to send this Reiki to that person with the power of these crystals, enhancing that that energy and that focus for that area, has a really powerful effect, and it can for you as well. So I don't know how to charge them with my intention. So basically, you just need to, how I personally started working with crystals myself, and how I got to the point where I was programming them and charging them and using myself as almost like a conduit of energy to fill the crystals with what I want them to be filled with. How I began was basically, as Elaine rightly says, it's just by being with them, by connecting with them. I've done videos about connecting to crystals before, so have a look at that. Not everyone will feel the energy of a crystal, and not some people will have much more vivid things going on or feelings than others. Some people may not feel anything, and again, this is a bit like Reiki. It's a bit like giving healing to somebody. Some people will feel absolutely nothing apart from being relaxed, sleepy, feeling a little bit more on a cloud, and then others will go through sort of euphoric experiences that can't be explained. And this is a similar energy that we work with when we're working with crystals. Not everyone will have that instant connection. It's about building it, and that's what it's taken me quite a few years to build this, what connection I have so far. It's taken quite a long time, and it's taken a lot of work, and it's basically about attuning yourself and bringing yourself to the right place of mind, the right focus of mind, and being in a good mindset. So what I would say is, because crystals have this unique ability of, a bit like us, we can transmit and we can transfer and receive. Crystals can do exactly the same thing, and crystals, like us, are almost like a sponge. So we can absorb energy, negative energy, without realizing it, but also so can crystals. But they can also pick up on good energy and high vibrational energy. And this is where you use your intention when you're in a good mind space, and you're in a place of a high vibration, that you can then sit and you can charge your crystals with this intention, this energy that you are exuding. So when we say about wearing your crystals around your neck, or carrying them in a pocket, or putting them in a bag, wherever they are on your body, they are all within your energetic field, your energetic aura around your body, and they are subtly working in the background to fix, to unblock, to mend, to flow, to allow, to block, to protect, to preserve, to build. They're doing so many little things in the background that we don't even realize that they're doing, but they are very, very powerful, but very, very subtle, very much like Reiki and energy healing. So you don't know how to charge them with your intentions. So basically that's basically what you need to do. You need to get yourself into this this place, get yourself calm of mind, get yourself focused, just sit, maybe do a meditation before you go to do any work with crystals. It doesn't have to be a long meditation, 10 minutes, just center yourself, just focus, and have within your mind's eye, or within your mind, the intention of what you want to do with that crystal. So it's almost like, one, you're charging it with your own energy, but you're also programming it, because you're giving it the go ahead and the intention of what you want that crystal to do for you. So if it's something like an amethyst, amethysts are really good for the crown, they're really good for the third eye. So when I first got an amethyst, I straight away thought, right, it's just for the crown chakra. But I've also had really, really good indications and feelings just by putting it on the third eye and lying on my back and just laying there and feeling it. So this is another way you can work with your crystals as well. It's about placing them on areas of your body, just lying down, and letting the energy just of those crystals, whatever they may be. And if we're going to go with the colour coordinated for the various areas of the body, the various chakras, just lay with them and just let them do their thing and see what you feel from that. See what you get from that. The next thing is, can you give intention to a group of crystals for the same thing, or is it best to do each one separately? So personally, I like to work with them individually. I would say for that, go with what you feel, but personally I would work with each one separately, so I can give each one the indication, the feeling and the intention of what I want it to do for me, and put that focus within the crystal. Sometimes if you have a group of crystals, and if they're not all of the same family, or if they have different uses, then it may transmute a little bit, or it may get a little bit cloudy with the various energies within the crystals. So that's why I like to work with one individually. And it will take time, it will take a long time to work with crystals and to sit with them and put hours and hours of good energy from you into the crystal, good thoughts, good intention, good focus of what you want it to do for you, for your healing needs, for your purpose. And everyone's individual in their healing needs and their purpose. So you need to find what's going on with you, what's going on with your body. I already know of a few of your what's going on with you anyway, Elaine. But yeah, go with that and I would work with them separately, and then you're not kind of overburdening yourself with, well, am I doing it right? Is there too many crystals? And at least then you can just work on one individual and just put the thought, the intention and the focus into that one crystal. What should I do before, during and after meditating with them? So like I said before, I would just sit for 5-10 minutes, however long it takes for you, to just bring yourself to a calm place and just feel the energy in your body. Bring your awareness to your your hands, and just feel a tingling in your hands. And this is your energy, this is your chi, your ki, your prana, whatever you want to call it, and just feel the extension of the energy within your hands, and just feel that ever so subtle tingling when you bring yourself to the present moment. And the more you do it, the more you're able to connect with it, and the more you're able to tune in to your internal energy. Once you've got to that stage and you've quietened the mind and you've brought yourself to the present moment, then we can think about, right, which crystal are we going to work with first? Which one are you going to pick up? And once you've decided which one you want to pick up, which one you want to use, then again, go back into your state, go into your meditation, and just within your mind, within your head, say it out loud if you wish, but feel the connection of the crystal in your hand. Keep your hand wrapped around it if you can, if it's not too big. If it is quite big, just lay it in your hand, lay it flat, and just feel it. Feel the crystal Feel the surface sat on your hand and just be totally aware of where it is and that connection between you and the crystal. And in your mind, just quietly saying over and over again what you want it to do for you. So it could be to help with pain, it could be to help with grief, it could be to help with fear, it could be for psychic protection, it could be for clairvoyance, it could be for raising your vibration, it could be for working with your third eye energy, it could be for connecting to spirit easier. There's so many different things we can use crystals for. But that's what I do when I'm sitting with them. And then once I've finished my meditation, and once I've finished sitting with them, depending on how long intuitively I feel that might take for that crystal, then once I'm done, I will give it thanks, I will say thank you, I will put it down, and I will just leave it. And it's then charged, and you've put the thought of mind, you've put the intention, it's worked with your energy, you're of a higher vibration, you're in a good space, you're in a good mind space, and you've put that intention and that good thought, and you've fueled it with the energy of you, of what you want it to do for you, and how you want it to help you. And again, this can take a long time. It can take... Some crystals react quite quickly and connect fast, and these are usually quite high vibrational crystals that we speak of. So amethyst is a really good high vibrational crystal which does connect quite quick, and moldavite and what have you, various crystals like that are quite fast in connecting. Other crystals can be quite slow, can be quite gentle, very calm, very soothing, and it's just working with these energies gently and building the layers of energy up. And the more we work with them, the more we put into them, the more we feel with them and bring ourselves into that centered high vibrational place once again, then we're tuning back in to the energy and we're fueling that back into the crystal. So what I always say is, because the crystal is like a sponge and you're filling it with this energy and it's going up and it's going up and up and up, and you're bringing it to a really good high vibration. So when you are feeling a little bit down here and a bit low, when you come to hold your crystal, it gives you the energy of the crystal that you've filled it with, and it brings you up slightly and makes you feel better. And that's kind of how the memory that we put in the crystals and the energy, and that's how they operate. So I would also try and get, if you can, try and get a little bit of an overview of knowledge of, get something like the Crystal Bible, or any books about crystals, where they just have a little bit of snippet of information about the crystals that you've got and roughly what they do. So I do have crystal books, and I use them and I read them, and I try to tune in to what the books say that these crystals do for their energy. But for me, sometimes what the book will say the crystal does, I will feel something totally different, and it will have a different reaction to me. But again, that's because it's interacting with various energies. So whoever wrote the book, they have their own energy and they're perceiving what they feel from the crystal. But then me down the road there, who's working with crystals and feeling their energy and trying to tune in to what's going on with it and what it can do, I could feel something totally different. So again, it's crystals are a great way of developing your intuition as well, and this feeling from within of what you feel is right for you. And it's the same as when we go to pick a crystal and choose a crystal. When we see something, we're looking in the displays of crystals, and then all of a sudden we're kind of zoned in on one. That's kind of like your intuition just saying, go there. That's what you need that for you. And then other times we can go to a crystal display or a cabinet and there'll be absolutely nothing there that really takes our fancy, and that's also fine. We don't need one right now. So yeah, just try and build a little bit of your own knowledge about the crystals and what they can do for you, or what they can do for that person within that book. Yeah, it's a lot about you and what you intuitively feel you need to get from the crystal. What crystal works well with what? So, as I said before, I tend to use the colour of the crystals that correspond to each of the chakras. What I've found is the purple and dark blue crystals, like the amethyst, labradorite, lapis lazuli, sodalite. These have all been really, really good for the third eye and the upper chakras. And again, these colours are attributed to where they are in the body. And the colours of the crystals are attributed to those chakras. Whereas when we go lower down, the heart chakra is depicted in a green. But if you've got like some sort of blockage within your heart chakra, and maybe you're not functioning fully on the vibration of love, and you're not accepting, and you're not giving, and you don't love yourself, and there's a bit of something going in with your life that isn't allowing you to flow on that vibration, then something maybe needs a little bit more power on there. So sometimes maybe a green crystal with a clear quartz, and the clear quartz can help amplify the power of that crystal, just to give it a little bit more oomph. But that's kind of like how I would work with them, how I have worked with them. So you can take these tips away with you and see what works for you on that level. And I had a message earlier today from somebody else who's just starting their Reiki journey, and they were also asking about the crystals, and I was getting a bit of a dry throat. And the crystals that I use within my Reiki videos, when I've put them on here for distant healing sessions, and they're asking about how I use them and what the dowsing's all about, and the various elements of crystals and what crystals go where, and how to use them. And basically it's the same for them. I give them pretty much the same answer of using the colour crystals that correspond to the chakras. And then after that, after so long, it's about like kind of, you have more of an intuitive feel, and you just kind of like start building on that energy, and you get a feeling of you need to use this for that area. So yeah, just go with that, work with them separately. Bring yourself to a calm place, a high vibration, just get yourself settled, close your eyes, 5-10 minutes, however long it may take. Just calmly center your mind and have the intention of what you want to do today for that crystal, and then hold the crystal and put that intention of thought, just repeat in your head or say out loud, whatever you want to do, and just talk to it and feel it connect with you bit by bit. It can take time. Sometimes, like I say, it can happen quite quickly, but yeah, you will feel subtle changes around your energy field as well. When you come to pick up a crystal, you may feel like a fine tingling or a vibration around your body, and it's starting to interact with your energy field, and that's basically what is going on. And it's very subtle little indications that they are working, and they are working for you. So I hope this video helps. What I may do after this video, I may do like a bit of a workshop. So I've done the explanation. I may do a workshop video after this one, and where you can work alongside me and work with the energy of the crystal, of what we want to put into it, what we want to feel from it. The other thing you could do as well before you start working with them fully is, depending on how long you've had them, I would maybe try cleansing them as well, using some Palo Santo or some sage, or using some selenite, and put, like I use a selenite bowl, and I put the crystals that I've used on a selenite bowl, and I let the selenite cleanse them, and I just leave them on there for a day, take them back off, and then start working with them and then putting the energy back into them. So if you're in any doubt and you're not too sure, then maybe try cleansing them first, and then start with the process of putting the intention into them. That's just popped in there about the cleansing them. So yeah, give that a go as well. I hope it helps. I hope you do feel something from them and you get something from this video. Let me know, give me a message, you know my number, and that's obviously to you, Elaine, because not everybody who'll watch this video will know my number. But yeah, if whatever you think, comment below as well and let me know what you think, let me know your findings. Once again, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, getting in touch, commenting, and just being generally cool as always. But until the next video, much love to you all. Namaste, and do take care of yourselves. Bye for now.